So we'll begin today's lesson. Till page number 46 we have covered yesterday. So we'll start from the page number 47. Am I correct? You were not able to unmute yourself.
Yes, Guru, 46 page number is completed and 47 from where to start.
Okay. Thank you, bro.
Okay.
We are discussing yesterday, last point we discussed that. So what is the importance of keeping balanced approach? So in that we concluded that both things are required for us. So Iskcon is also required and Guru is also required. So that's why that is the reason we keep the balanced approach between our service also, between our contribution also. So rendering service to Guru and rendering service to Iskcon society, Iskcon institution. And practically we also know that if Guru falls down, then Iskcon will give us shelter. And our service will also go on. If institution is there, then even if Guru falls down, then our service will continue and it will not stop. And also, not much difference is there between service to Guru and service to Iskcon. So many of the things are common only. So next point we'll discuss meeting obligation in a balanced approach. So we understood that this balance is required between both the things. So we have to make list what are the obligation which we have to perform. So what are our duties? So if we know what are our duties towards our Guru and what are our duties towards Iskcon. So if we know that thing, then it will be very easy to keep the balance. So for doing that thing, here one question is asked to us. List some of the obligation I have in life in addition to obligation to my Guru. So we have to list, and it may differ, not any general answer. So for it will be individual for all of you. So you have to write here what are the obligations are expected from you for in a Iskcon temple in addition to obligation to my Guru. Means now here they have asked us to write what are services you are doing for the temple. So you are connected to Iskcon through one of the temple preaching center, one of the counselor. So that services you have to list down. That you can do. Which services you are doing for Iskcon. And what are your services to your Guru, obligations to your Guru. And then you can keep the balance between the two. And while doing these things, some challenges may come. So take some time for writing the services which you are performing for the temple and for the Guru. You understood yesterday we did this exercise. What are the services we perform for the Guru, and what are the services we perform for the Iskcon society? Take 2 minutes and complete the list. Your services to Guru and your services to temple. Can we go ahead? Everybody has written? Hare Krishna. List you have made? Hmm. Okay. Many devotee. Then after making the list, then you have to write for another question. I, in order to keep balance between the services to Guru and services to Iskcon, now you might be facing some challenges. And what are the solutions? So, like we have discussed with four regulative principles. So, what is the challenge you face sometime in keeping the balance? And if you can think the solution for that challenge, that is the second question asked. You can start writing for this question. Somebody has not understood the question only, then then they can ask. I can clarify more. Everybody has understood question. Somebody who has not understood.
Haribol, Prabhuji. Haribol.
Yes.
Yes. Prabhuji, what is the first question? The challenges for service to the temple and Guru, na?
Keeping balance between the service to the Guru. Yesterday we discussed, na?
Yes,
So,
Prabhuji. Yes.
why it is important to
Yes.
keep balance between service to Guru and service to Iskcon. So
Yes,
now,
yes.
in beginning, what we did, we made the list. What services we are performing for the temple and what services we are performing for the
Yes.
Guru.
Yes, yes.
Now, second part, what we are doing, there might be
Yes.
some challenges to keep the balance between the two. So
Yes,
you
yes.
have to write in first column challenges and in second column solutions to the challenges.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Yes, Vinay Prabhu, you can tell.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. So
Dandavat.
basically for obligations, same things I have written what we yesterday
No,
discussed.
no need to answer for question one. Directly question two you can answer.
Yeah, so basically what I feel that
What are the challenges and what is the solution?
Yeah, basically the main challenge what I feel that the time allocation for the temple and the Guru, keeping in mind that because uh, we are working as well, so how to allocate the time so that we can fulfill the obligation to the temple and the Guru. So for that, I feel the solution is a time management and to defining the priority that how to allocate the time and manage um, uh, manage the work at home and at the temple. I think that is the challenge what I see. Second thing is that basically what I see that because we are not very habitual, uh, we are not trained in this kind of scenarios, so how to basically be active and how to manage that, because these are kind of additional responsibility what we are getting. So for that, just I mentioned that being active, waking early, and if we feel that we are not able to complete that task, what we are obligated then basically to inform the temple or Guru on time, and basically discussing with him that it will take some more time, or it might be that delegation of work to some other person as well, so that we can complete the task. So basically these things I've written, Prabhuji.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you for contributing. So what Prabhuji told that challenge is first challenge Prabhuji told that Prabhuji regarding prioritizing the things he told that is the challenge. He's not able to prioritize the because he has less time. So in that only he has to do both the services to temple and services to Guru. So then Prabhuji gave the solution. We have to um, uh, prioritize things by doing our whole time management and for entire day. If that can be done, then we can prioritize things and we can keep balance between the two. And second challenge, Prabhuji told that sometimes we have to work also, and we have to give time to family also, and then keeping balance will be very difficult, you know, between work, family, services to temple, services to guru, and between these are four major categories in our health also, our sadhana. So these are some main categories. So we in this it will be very difficult to keep the balance. And so then informing them and what I suggest for this is solution is we can make report, you know, what all things we are doing in a day, and and we can show that to our guru or representative guru for whom we are doing services to guru and to our temple authority. Both of them we can show, and then they can reduce their expectation. So many things we are doing already. Like this also we can do. Thank you, bro. Yes, Maruti, bro, you can take.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. So the main obligation in addition of a guru is that we might face obligation from family as well. For that, specifically like the attending morning programs on a consistent basis. So what we can, this is an obligation. How we can solve this is by consulting our counselor and taking guidance on what should be our next steps for this. And as Prabhuji told, mainly the time management as well as maintaining our priority. So once I went to Prabhuji, so Prabhuji guided me like first you have to take care of health, then second comes the sadhana. Once you do properly at proper times, making a schedule is very important and sticking to it is equally important, Prabhuji, both. And once we make that, and also on sadhana card also one more solution what for our complete sadhana management as well as a work, as well as the priority is health, sadhana, occupation, preaching, seva, and also family. Those who are still brahmachari stage aspiring, still family can be next. So also Prabhuji, one more is mainly these are the in regulated using sadhana card and priority management will be able to tackle all problems, Prabhuji. And one more solution which you gave yesterday is that we have to become above all gunas and there will be no problems. That solution is ultimate. What I my takeaway home point from yesterday was that one, which helped me actually. We have to raise above modes as much as possible, come to Sattva and try to transcendentally. So all the problems are under the three modes. So once we
Yeah,
come out of the modes, there will be no more problems.
yeah.
That points will help.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
So what Prabhuji mentioned is that giving priority for sadhana, and in that while we have to keep in mind our health also, and solution which Prabhuji gave is that we have to keep make the schedule and do time management. And another thing is which we discussed yesterday that all problems, all challenges are they comes under three modes, and so better as we try to go above three modes by practice of devotional service. So, so that if we can do, then all challenges solutions, and so nothing we have to face, like that he told. Thank you, Prabhu. Akshay, Prabhu, you can try.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat. So the challenge many devotees face is in the initial days that they face family resistance. Because of family resistance, they cannot serve the temple, or they cannot be regular in the temple or temple duties or services. So this is the challenge. So for that, what we can do is slowly engaging our family in the festivals of temple, so that they will feel that they will get authority about the temple and temple things and all. And even also we should we should do our duties to families very nicely and very good, so that we can build their trust that by going to temple or by doing services to the temple, we are not going away from the family, or we are not we are not going away from our responsibilities. So they will feel secure that even after going to the temple, or even after these things, he or she will not have that kind of things in mind, that he will learn the responsibilities.
Mm.
So that
Thank
is
you, Prabhu. Thank you. So Prabhuji mentioned the challenge. When we are practicing devotional service, we are giving time for services to Guru and services to temple. Then what happened? So previously, we are giving that time to family. We are staying in home only, and we are spending that time in home. So family members may have objection. So now, why your home stay time is reduced? So in that case, what solution Prabhuji gave is that mm, we can invite them in temple festivals. At least once in a month, there is festival in the temple. Either Gaur Purnima, Flower Festival, and Nityanand Trayodashi, Janmashtami, like that. At least in Iskcon temple, once in a month there is a festival. Some festivals are small, some are big, but we can invite them. Then in festival they can see many families, right, practicing devotional service together, and they will also get confidence that practice of devotional service is not like alone he will practice. He will not leave us, and by seeing other families, so they will not be insecure about that we will leave them for uh, as a prize for practicing devotional service. So that will not happen. Thank you, Prabhu. Deepak Prabhu, you can tell.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Usually, the challenges which we face sometime, is like chanting, hearing, reading, as Vinay Prabhuji has said, time is something which is always a problem. And sometimes our laziness towards, in the initial phase, that laziness is there. And so that is also contributing to that. So, of course, time management, we need to do it ourselves. But for the other part, we can have the Sangha of Vaishnava coming to the temple classes on a daily basis, which can, take us more towards spirituality. So that is one thing. And on the same front, sometime when we don't have time, lot of time for seva towards the temple, like, in book distribution, we cannot do it physically. We can do it online. We can, preach our own family members, relatives, and even our neighbors during in our job also. If things are favorable, we can do it with our, in our workplace also. So that is also one way we can do service to the temple also.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
So Prabhuji mentioned two things. Like sometimes we feel not interested or lazy in doing services to temple and services to Guru. Then what we can take is we can take association of solution he mentioned is we can take association of devotees. And nice that is. And another thing Prabhuji mentioned is sometimes there will be some limitation in our part in doing the service which is allotted to us. So in that case, what we can do is we can do that service in a different way, and or find out some alternative means to complete that service. Thank you. Yes, Gajanan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. So one point is for the reciprocation, Prabhuji. Like we would have received much time from all the devotees, from counselors. So due to our health or mind or family or work, sometimes we'll not be able to reciprocate the way we should reciprocate what we have received from them. So the solution for this, the main solution can be, so we can train ourselves, like all told that we can manage our time, and mainly we feel unqualified, and if we are feeling unqualified, we can train ourselves and always be enthusiastic, and although we may sacrifice little bit things of work or else family sometime, so just to please to Guru and Krishna, what we have received for that gratitude, we may sacrifice and do the service for that sake. That is a solution, what I understood from current experience.
Yeah. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
So Prabhuji mentioned the challenge is that because of our health and job time and family time, sometimes it will be difficult to give time to temple service for the temple and service to Guru. At that time, what we can remember is that we can be grateful to them, and we can remember their contribution and how it has helped in our own life. So that, and sometimes it will be difficult also. So we can increase our efficiency by taking some training. So these are some solutions he gave. Thank you. Yes, Mataji. Subhashini Mataji.
Prabhuji, sometimes it becomes difficult because we become slightly irregular, or we find sometimes not connected to the temple. Sometimes it becomes like that, but the solution would be we should be strict with ourselves, and we should join some counselor meeting or a firm counselor meeting and attend the meetings regularly. That counselor will take responsibility of us and drag us into the bhakti, and they will help us, and they will be will be accountable to them.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Mataji mentioned that sometimes we become irregular, and so our focus, sometimes we may lose our focus. So in that case, we can take association of senior Vaishnavas like counselor, and they will bring the focus back in our life. That is the solution Mataji gave. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So we'll move ahead. Now we understood that what are the challenges. So anyhow, challenges will be there or not there. So it is important that we keep we keep balance between the services to Guru and services to Iskcon. So that will help us in long run, keeping balance. So we'll learn these topics regarding Guru Seva from Prabhupada by some important quotations. Somebody can volunteer. We'll understand one quotation for reading. Yes, Gaurav Prabhu, you can read first. Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam, Supriya here. Duty of disciple to carry out order, spread Lord Chaitanya's message all over the world. Prithvi Vite Acheyata Nagaradi Grama Sarvatra Prachara Haibe Mora Nama. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata Antyakhanda 4.126. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya must preach Krishna consciousness in every village and town in the world. That will satisfy the Lord. It is not that one should act whimsically for his own personal satisfaction. This order comes down through the parampara system, and the spiritual master presents these orders to the disciple so that he can spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is the duty of every disciple to carry out the order of the bona fide spiritual master and spread Lord Chaitanya's message all over the world. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit, Purport, Madhya Leela, 16.64.
Thank you, Mataji. So we can see here the both the services for the Guru and services for the Iskcon. Yeah. So what is their source point? And so both the services, they are at the end. And yesterday we discussed that point. Guru is transferring whatever services we have performed to the Guru. And he's transferring to Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself. So through disciplic succession, he is transferring. So the origin of both the services is the same. It is not that service to Guru and service to Iskcon. So service to Iskcon is what service? For spreading the mission of Chaitanya. So that service is also coming from Krishna. So both the services, they are coming from Krishna. So they are non-different. So it is not that one service is higher and one service is lower. It is not like that. So both the services, they are on equal platform because they are their source is the same. That's why there is no distinction between them. One is lower and one is higher. So you need not prioritize like one service is important for me and another is not important. So you have to keep balance. That is the lesson in this quotation. Thank you. Then we'll move ahead. So next quotation, who can read? Neha Mataji, you can try.
Yes, Prabhuji. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya updekshanti te jnanam jnanistya tattva darshana. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master, inquire from him submissively, and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Such a spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. Satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. Bhagavad Gita as it is, 4.34.
Thank you, Mataji. So what we are learning here is the in this, as our topic is suggesting, I will learn the importance of Guru Seva in all these quotations. So from where this Guru Seva Tattva is coming, it is coming from this verse. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. So from where this verse is coming? This verse is coming from Bhagavad Gita. And who is telling this verse? Krishna himself is telling this verse. And what is the context there in which Krishna is mentioning this verse? That Krishna is mentioning this verse to Arjuna. You know, if Arjuna wants to get transcendental knowledge, then what method he should follow? So he should have Guru for guidance in the path of acquiring transcendental knowledge. And he should ask first, he should approach a spiritual master, and then he should inquire from him, and he should ask questions. And how he should ask questions? Submissively. And another third thing he mentioned is render service unto him. Tadvidhi pranipatena, pranipat, and then pariprashnena and sevaya. Three things: pranipat, pariprashna, and seva. Pranipat means submissiveness, pariprashna means inquiry, and seva means service. These three things should be there. Then what happens? Then Guru, who has seen Upadekshanti, he will impart means he will give instruction. Upadesh he will do. Instruction he will give. Te jnanam. For that, achieving that transcendental knowledge. Jnaninas Tattvadarshina, because he has already that knowledge. He is a self-realized soul. So that's why if we want transcendental knowledge, we want to be self-realized, then it is very important to perform service. It will help us. And that's why Prabhupada has made this kind of statement that satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement in spiritual life. So if we do three things, then Guru will be satisfied. And then he can give us transcendental knowledge and we can advance in our spiritual life. So that's why it is very important to do all these three things. And in that, one is Guru Seva. That's why service is to Guru is important. That we can learn from this quotation. Then next. Bhagyashree Mataji. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. If there is no surrendering, then it is no advancement. Our movement is the beginning of spiritual life is to surrender. If there is no surrendering, then it is no advance. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha ista nimam sito. BG 18.66. This is the beginning. If that thing is lacking, there is no beginning even. What to speak of advancement? That is discussed already. न सिद्धिं च अवाप्नोति न सुखम न param gati. This is the beginning of spiritual life. The word is called disciple. Disciple means to accept discipline. If there is no discipline, where is disciple? Room conversation, July 1st, 1974, Melbourne.
Thank you, Mataji. So what Prabhupada, like all of us have mentioned, not many of us have mentioned that. So sometimes we lose focus in our life, we lose discipline. So Prabhupada has mentioned that we want to be a disciple, means we have to follow discipline. That is the lesson from this quotation. Then next is Abhay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. In this way, the Bhakti Lata shrivels up, giving up the regulative principles and living according to one's
This
whims
Prabhu,
as compared.
one must strictly try to execute.
Okay, so sorry. One must strictly try to execute the order. The principle of very rigidly carrying out the order of the spiritual master must be observed. The spiritual master gives different orders to different people. For example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Jiva Goswami, Rup Goswami, and Sanatan Goswami to preach. And he ordered Raghunath Das Goswami to strictly follow the rules and regulations of the renounced order. All 6 Goswamis strictly followed the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the principle for progress in devotional service. After receiving an order from the spiritual master, one must strictly try to execute the order. That is the way of success. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela.
Thank you, Prabhu. So what Prabhupada mentioned in this quotation is that sometimes different devotees, like our friend, our neighbor, he may get different order. So at that time, how we can face is that, so Guru has expected something different from him, and we should not compare with others, that he got that service, and that service is the highest service, and my service is not so much recognized in temple, in the society, and so I should perform the service which has more credibility, more recognition. So that kind of thing may come up sometimes. As all of us are sadhaka, in our mind may come. So we can take lesson from this quotation that different disciples get different services from Guru. So whatever service we have received, for that service we can perform with our full sincerity and full surrender, with our full capacity. We try to do that service. So service is important. The form of the service is not important. Okay? So just I will disable annotations. Yeah, this is the lesson we can take from this quotation. Next. Yes, Purva Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. In this way, the Bhakti Lata shrivels up. Giving up the regulative principles and living according to one's whims is compared to a mad elephant, which by force uproots the Bhakti Lata and breaks it to pieces. In this way, the Bhakti Lata shrivels up. Such an offense is especially created when one disobeys the instructions of the spiritual master. This is called Guru Avagnya. The devotee must therefore be very careful not to commit offenses against the spiritual master by disobeying his instructions. As soon as one is deviated from the instructions of the spiritual master, the uprooting of the Bhakti Lata begins, and gradually all the leaves dry up. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya 19.156. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So what is told here is that we are giving the regulative principles. So then, at the time of taking initiation, we have taken some vows to perform the some regulations and some principles, and we are breaking that vows, and it means we are giving that regulative principle, and we are living according to our mind, whims of our mind. So this is the greatest offense Prabhupada has mentioned. It is a hatimat apara, and also a guru avadnya. It is offense to a guru. Instead of doing some positive service, so what we are increasing our burden. So we are increasing our offenses. So we should try to avoid these things. Then this is the one way to understand this quotation. And another way is we can understand is we sincerely perform the regulative principles as a service to Guru. So following whatever vows we have taken and whatever Guru has told us to do, means we are not disobeying the instruction of Guru, obeying the instructions of the Guru, and whatever commitments we have taken of following the regulative principle, that we can do in a mode of service to Guru. And then what happens? Our the devotional service, the creeper of devotional service, Bhakti Lata, will flourish. And if we are doing the opposite, then it shrivels up. In this way, we can understand this quotation. And next is Swati Mataji, you can do.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
The order of the spiritual master is the life's substance of the discipline. After being initiated and receiving the orders of the spiritual master, the disciple should be unhesitatingly think about the instructions or orders of the spiritual master and should not allow himself to be disturbed by anything else. This is also the verdict of Srila Vishwanatha Chakravarti Thakur, who, while explaining a verse of Bhagavad Gita, Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Ekhe Kuru Nandana Bhagavad Gita as it is 2.41. Point out that the order of the spiritual master is the life substance of the disciple. This disciple shouldn't consider whether he is going back home, back to go ahead. His first business should be to execute the order of the spiritual master. Thus, a disciple should always meditate on the order of the spiritual master, and that is perfectional meditation. Not only should we meditate upon that order, but he should find out the means by which he can perfectly worship and execute it. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 4.24.15. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So Prabhupada has told us that what is the importance of service to Guru. So whatever service we have received, like Prabhupada in the first meeting only, he received order from his Guru to preach this message of Lord Chaitanya in English language. And Prabhupada has completely focused since the time he has received this order from his Guru. From that time only, he is completely focused on the order which he has received from his Guru. And not only just we have to meditate on that order, Prabhupada, we have to act in a direction to execute that order. So that is, then we can be focused. And if we are not doing that thing, then Bhagavatam, it is also mentioned. So then our mind will drag us in a different direction. One of the solution to control the mind is to follow the instruction of a spiritual master. So that is also one of the solution which fifth canto of Bhagavatam gives. So our mind will be focused if we focused on the order which we received from the Guru. Okay, now we complete this
Okay.
lesson. Next
Hare
are the
Krishna.
additional course. Yes, you can ask some questions. Today we have time. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
one question is that just now we have gone through that point Guru's whatever order is there, so
Yes.
that has to be firstly fulfilled. It has to be marked as the priority one. So
Yes.
it contravenes with the point which one we discussed initially in now in this session we are initially discussed where there is no any difference between the duties of Iskcon as well as duties to the Guru. So in that we have to keep balance. There is no difference in between both that you have explained first. Now in this point it is coming that Guru's word is the most priority we have to give. So it contravenes to that point. So I expect some explanation from you.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. So
Hare
now in the beginning, we started by telling that both the services, service to Guru and service to Iskcon, they are on the same level. And because they are starting from the same source, all of them will, at the end, will go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then now here what we have discussed that Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Ekeha Kurunandan. So in previous quotation here we discussed that the Guru is order we should be considering first. So now we are giving importance to one thing out of the two. So I can say, Prabhu, like that is that the Guru is observing us, and according to that he will tell, and always we can clarify. So this is the expectation from me in the temple. So like Prabhupada, he received the order from the Guru. What order he received? To preach the message of Lord Chaitanya in English language. And immediately Prabhupada is not focused, and Prabhupada has some doubts. And already I am practicing, I am the follower of Mahatma Gandhi. And I think that if our nation is not independent nation, then nobody will hear from me. So first, our nation should have the priority, should be independent. So I will work in a direction to give independence to our nation. And then people will hear from me. So that was the doubt Prabhupada was having. Then Prabhupada asked the question to Guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Then he answered that independence will come and go. But more important than independence is the following of devotional service, practice of devotional service. And then he gets convinced. So always there is a scope for question and scope for clarification. And we need not blindly accept. And we can clarify. So if we are thinking that other services are conflicting with that, and then we can always have a discussion like before also we have studied. We can tell the Guru and our temple authority to meet each other and have a discussion and give us the exact guidelines. So in that way, some contradiction is happening between the temple and the instruction of Guru. That we can resolve by discussion. Yeah, it may appear contradictory, and sometimes externally also it will be contradictory. Then we can have discussion between our temple authority and the one who is guiding us spiritually. Is it clear? Or yes.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Means here we can understand the mode and mode of following the authority. We can consider that. Yes, thank you. Somebody else has any question? Can raise hand. Yes, Mataji.
Before we discussed about challenges, my challenge is going temple, book reading, temple lectures, seva, job, family time. When doing these things, there is like lot of running around. The only feeling like I have done this. What will be the solution on this? After doing this, feeling are like I did this task. I'm not feeling satisfied in bhakti.
Yeah.
What will be
Thank
the
you, Mataji.
solution?
Yeah. So a solution for this is like we are not like we say that practice of bhakti, and we are sometimes we give Bhagavatam only gives this analogy, and then Bhagavatam tells that practice of bhakti will satisfy us like a water pouring at the root of a tree. So if we are practicing devotional service, then we should be satisfied. But Mataji is telling that satisfaction is not coming to her. That is her challenge. So we have to find out, Mataji. Actually, sometimes what happens, like we are igniting fire, and after that we may pour water on that, and so that kind of thing might be happening. And so we have to you have to consult your counselor and tell them what is happening with you, and because scripturally the practice of devotional service and should give us satisfaction. If that is not happening, then somewhere we are doing some mistake. And so that you have to discuss your entire thing from to somebody from the person whom you are taking guidance.
Okay,
So that
Prabhuji.
person you can do, and he can find out particularly in your case. But in general, from the scripture point of view, I can tell that what scripture suggests is when we are practicing devotional service, then some general means what mistakes we are doing is we are committing offenses. So one side we are practicing devotional service, and other side we are committing offenses. And offenses are the main cause. Because of that, we don't get any satisfaction in bhakti. Then the next reason we are not satisfied is what general things I am telling. In your case, it may be different. So then the next general things that we are not practicing devotional service with full attentiveness. So while practicing devotional service, just I am chanting, but I am chanting just mechanically. Then there will be very less probability that I will be satisfied. If I am chanting that with the consciousness that this holy name is non-different from Krishna, I'm taking association of Krishna, and while chanting, I am in the association of Krishna. Then automatically we feel satisfied. While chanting, we may be inattentive. Any activity, any devotional activity, if we are doing, then we may be inattentive. So these two reasons. And another thing is we have very less knowledge or no knowledge and why we are practicing devotional service, what is devotional service, and how we should practice devotional service. This knowledge about devotional service is very less. So that means without knowledge, so what is devotional service and why we are performing and how it should be performed ideally. If we are not aware of these things, so I feel, according to me, these are the three main reasons why we not get satisfaction, although we are practicing devotional service externally. So you can think somewhere these three reasons might be happening with you. Otherwise, in your case, it might be different. But in general, I have seen, according to my experience, these three reasons are the main three reasons.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes. Now we have completed this. Subhashini Mataji, do you have any question or for
Yes,
reading you have
Prabhuji.
read? Yes,
No,
you
no.
can ask.
I had one question, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is a book which Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj has written. Prabhuji, what is Chaitanya Bhagavad? That I wanted to know.
And that is also one of the another associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His name was Lochandas Thakur. So he has
he's
written on the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has written that book. Name is Chaitanya Mangal.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Next, we'll go ahead. So now till now we learned that service to Guru is very important. So now, then what kind of services we can perform to Guru? That we made the list. What kind of services we can perform? If we take that list, then all services we can divide in these two broad categories. So if you take your list, which you have made previously in answer to that table on page number 46, On page number 46, there is one table. You can find that you have made the list how you can serve your guru. So whatever the list items are there, that you can divide under these two headings. So there is no atom which cannot come under these two headings. So you can see that by going to the exercise which we have done on page number 46. You just check that in 1 minute and divide whatever you have written, whatever services you have written under these two headings. You can divide that. Page number 46, there is one table. Okay, completed. So we'll move ahead. Then after now, somebody has any problem in dividing the items which you have listed in page number 46? Yes, Gaurav Prabhu. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, there is no doubt, but most of the points which we shared in ways we can serve our Guru, those are like mostly instructions. So those will go under Vani only, instructions. And
Yeah.
the other part which we can, the ways we can serve the mission of Iskcon, it is like
No, not in Iskcon. To serve both the things.
to serve both the things.
Only right column is under our consideration. Left column we are not considering on the page number 46. Correct. Left column for current discussion, you have to neglect that. That is also important, but currently we are not focusing on that.
Okay,
Currently we are focusing on right column only.
Mhm.
So whatever things are there in right column only, that only will come under these two categories.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then somebody faced any challenge, any problem? Everybody able to do that? Somebody has still not understood, they can ask. Okay. So now we'll move ahead. So now how we can serve the Guru? So there are two main broad categories. So we can serve his body, and means Vapu, physical body. So in that, what will come? Can somebody tell? Can raise hand? What will come under the category of Vapu Seva? Yes, Subhashini Mataji.
Vapu Seva is physically serving the Guru. Firstly, we can cook prasad for Guru. Secondly, we can wash clothes or make a bed or clean the room of our Guru. And we can call our Guru or spiritual master to our house and do his seva.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
And then can somebody else tell what comes under the Vani service? Yes, Gajanan Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna. So Vani basically means that whatever the Guru gives instruction. So it may differ, as you told, it may differ person to person. Whatever Guru gives instruction, so that we need to follow. Like for example, Prabhupada, the Guru gave instruction to him to preach to Western countries. So he followed. That is called a Vani instruction.
Yeah. Thank you. So all of you have understood that what comes under Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. So what is the purpose? Why we should perform this service? And already we have studied importance of performing service to Guru. Then here also one quotation from the Chaitanya Charitamrita is given. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Ekay, Lava Matra Sadhu Sange, Sarva Siddhi Hai. What is telling that? The verdict of all revealed scriptures. And Sarva Shastra Ekay. All scriptures they are telling. What they are telling? That Lava Matra Sadhu Sange. By even a moment's association, lava matra, sarva siddhi hai, all perfection or success we can attain. With whom? Sadhu sangha, with a pure devotee. So that's why we should serve the spiritual master, so that we will attain all success in our spiritual endeavors. So, and in these two ways we can serve. So, what are the benefits? Why we have to serve with both these two ways, and either of them can be sufficient. So, what are the importance of Vapu Seva over Vani Seva? Can you think in that direction? Why Vapu Seva is important? Vani Seva, with Vani Seva also I am serving my Guru. Then why should I perform the Vapu Seva? Okay, somebody else wants to give try. Both of them have spoken already. Yes, Maruti Prabhu, you can tell.
Yes, Prabhuji. Basically, we are in while doing Vapu Seva, we are in close proximity with the Guru, so we'll get more guidance, more as well as means whatever the issues we are facing to apply in our life or serving Guru. Basically, we can get it clarified very easily, and we can understand the mood as well, in which we can. And also another benefit is that we'll develop thick relationship while serving physically as well, like based on the consideration of like a neophyte something. So basically in stages of devotional service, one can develop more reverence as well as respect towards the Guru by seeing his qualities as well. Means how he's performing and how he's self-controlled, and we can learn a lot of things from him just by how he walks, acts, speaks, what decisions he takes when we are in proximity with Guru. It also means we have to be careful not to see anything uh, means something that is offensive, so we should take care of that. Then if it is most beneficial, if that is prevented, then we can do lot and lot service to means we develop relationship with Guru very thickly, and Guru also will be in eyes of Guru, and that gives encouragement as well for us to go on. Different like Prabhupada said that he's not even moment apart from his Guru Maharaj. So Prabhupada's stage is very higher, but for us it is like more thick to understand the mood. When he passes away as well, then we'll have like the memories that we can relish with the Maharaj that we have served in that way, and we would get some as well as some gifts from him, something like which we can keep in our heart throughout our rest of our life and remember, which will make ultimately our devotional service flourish very nicely.
Thank you, Prabhu. As Prabhuji mentioned that Vapu Seva has the benefit. We can have emotional connection with the Guru, and we are in the close proximity of Guru, then probability of getting his instructions is more. So these two importance are there of Vapu Seva. And we can also, he has mentioned that we can understand his mood also. Thank you. So these are importances of Vapu Seva. And what is the importance of Vani Seva? Can somebody try? What is the importance of serving the Vani of Guru? Some benefits of serving the Vani of a Guru. Somebody else? Yes, Jagdish Prabhu, you can.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandot Pranam. When the instructions given by the Guru wants us to do that, whatever service he wants to be done by us, that has been prioritizedly, we have to follow that. Because by following that, we can, what Marathi mein can say, we can make him prasanna. So once he prasanna, then nothing will be left in our life, because everything will be provided by him. So our duty is to follow the instructions strictly, avoiding our private, whatever we are doing privately or whatever for ourselves, that had to be keep aside and make a satisfaction for the Guru's Vani. So that should be our first duty, because we are joined Guru, or we are came in the spiritual this institution for getting that Guru's Krupa only. And that should be our priority. When Guru is instructing us, that means because no important thing other than the Guru Vani. So that should be prioritized. That should be a Krupa. We can say it is the Guru's Krupa we have got in way of instructions. That way we have to see the Guru's instructions.
Thank you, Prabhu. That is also benefit. So Guru will be pleased by following his Vani and will get his mercy. That is important. When I'm asking the importance of Vani Seva, I'm asking some distinctive importance, which is not available in Vapu Seva. That importance you have to take. By Vapu Seva also, we'll get his mercy. So now you can think in that direction. You have to tell that importance which is not available in Vapu Seva. Yes, Neha Mataji, you can try.
Yes, so Prabhuji, like when Guru gives us like a personal instruction in the Vani Seva, it will be very much personalized for an individual. So not all persons are the same. If we are lacking somewhere in our spiritual journey, if we are good at doing the sadhana, but if we are not following a proper schedule, waking up on time, etc., then Guru can guide us in that direction. Or they can try to engage us in a particular service which helps for our inner purification as well, as per our psychophysical nature, whatever is best for us to uplift ourselves in the spiritual path. So that, because Guru has that kind of a judgment, can judge a person and understand where a person is lacking, and accordingly can give personalized instruction, which will eventually help the bhakta to progress on the spiritual path. So if we follow that as exactly as per what has been instructed, it will benefit us only.
Thank you, Mataji. So Mataji mentioned that in Vani, if we will get the personalized instruction according to our needs, then it will have more importance in our life. Yes, Rahul Prabhu, you can try.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, so physical body is nothing but temporary. So Vapu Seva is temporary, and second thing is it's not available for everybody. And instructions are eternal, and as it is said that Vaishnava never dies, he lives through the sound. So the instruction is for everybody, and everybody can practice it. So Vani Seva is more important than Vapu Seva because of these two reasons, I feel.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. So these are some distinctive features which are available only in Vani Seva, which are not available in Vapu Seva. So as Guru is also a human being, and so all human beings have to leave this body. So similarly, one day Guru also has to leave the body. So it is only for a temporary period. But when Guru leaves the body, I mean, after that also his Vani is available. His instructions are available. So we can serve him when Guru leaves the body through by serving his instructions. So this is the some distinctive feature of Vani Seva. And another thing is when Guru is alive, then Vapu Seva will be as it is limited. So how much many times we can clean the room of a Guru and once in a day, and then how many times in a day we can clean his clothes and we can offer him prasadam. So the expanse of Vapu Seva is limited, but Vani Seva, millions and billions and trillions of disciples, and simultaneously they can serve the Guru by serving his Vani. So these are so we now understood the distinctive feature of Vapu Seva and the distinctive feature of Vani Seva. That's why as Vapu Seva is limited, whenever we have opportunity and we can perform Vapu Seva also. If opportunity is not coming and as we are junior, so it may not come to us also. And till now we are not initiated also. And so it takes some time and to get the Vapu Seva. But be satisfied whatever form of service we are getting, and we can serve in that way. And we can aspire if we have desire to serve the Vapu. But definitely we have opportunity to serve the Vapu of Shiksha Gurus. Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, it is very difficult in Iskcon to get service for Diksha Guru. But definitely for Shiksha Gurus, Vapu we can serve. So whatever way we can serve whenever there is opportunity. And in this way we can fulfill the Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. Somebody has any questions on this? Okay. Yes, Vinay Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. So just like instructions are given by the Guru, so in
Yes.
case of this Vapu Seva, so is it given by Guru or we have to ask to Guru that I want to do this, that? So do we need to ask him or he will be willingly asking that I need this help or something?
It depends, but both things are okay from the point of view of scriptures. It can happen either way. Both things are correct. It is not that one thing is correct and another thing is according to time, place. You can ask also if he wants to take service, then he will take, and he has right to decide according to his mood and according to his qualification also. Like in Iskcon, Shiksha Guru, they want to be humble and they want to avoid some service, generally Shiksha Gurus. And whenever, even though you ask, then sometimes it is not good for them also to get service so early because they are very young in age. And so they can do themselves their Vapu Seva, many of the things that in our current situation. There is no any fixed consideration in this regard. Clear, bro? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Yes, Gajanan, bro.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. So now, one thing you told that one more I wanted to ask Puji, can we consider our Shiksha Guru's instruction as the instruction of Guru Maharaj? because many times, as you said, it is not approachable. And some gurus give the instruction, but many gurus don't give the instruction directly, because there are many disciples. So can we consider our Shiksha gurus, whatever guidance is there, what they are giving, which all service they are allotting? So can we consider that only is for our instruction for our life? That I wanted to ask.
Yes, na. That's why he's Shiksha Guru. And why he is Shiksha Guru? We want to follow his instruction. That's why he's Shiksha Guru. And how is it helping, considering his instruction is equal to Diksha Guru? It will not help only na, in our devotional service. And why should we do comparison between his instruction and our Diksha Guru's instruction? That is not required, I feel. What do
There
you
is
think,
no
bro?
difference. There is no difference, no, Prabhuji.
There is,
Just
and
clarification.
we should not be in that mood to compare these two instructions. No? If it is differing, externally it is differing, then we can clarify. That is simple.
But it's coming on the same line, whatever the Diksha Guru or
For
Prabhupada is telling.
from our point of view, it has same, because we learned na Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, they are on the same level. We are giving same respect to them. And so means we are giving same respect means we are giving same value to their instructions also. Correct, Prabhu?
Exactly, Prabhuji. So we can consider Shiksha Guru's
They
instruction
on
as
the both are on the same level.
same level.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Clear, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
And sometimes it may some instruct. It depends, but I told this is in situation wise it may differ, Prabhu. But in general, what I told is they're on the same level. In specific some situation, the priority may change.
Yeah, Prabhuji. But suppose one Guru, Diksha Guru gives different instruction and Shiksha Guru gives different instruction. That time it's conflicting.
Yeah,
But if it
that
is
time
same,
discussion and clarification is the solution. So that's why I told. Situation to situation, it may differ.
But as you told Puji, in Iskcon case, it doesn't happen.
From Tattva point of view, I told that. In general,
Yeah.
it is on the same. Yes.
Yes, like in Iskcon perspective, Puji, so we will not get direct association of a Guru. So we can consider as Shiksha Guru's instruction as the instruction of Diksha Guru.
Yeah, yes, yes. In this situation, we can consider.
Yes.
Guru also told, like in Pune, many times, both the spiritual master. Here in Pune, we have two important spiritual masters. Many are there, but I think around 10 or 12 spiritual master disciple are there in Pune. But two are major. His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So they have openly in the lectures, they have mentioned that you can consider the instruction of Radhesham Prabhu as our instruction. So like the Guru will tell and consider him as my representative. In that case, you can consider.
So when Guru has given that, then we can consider Puji. Yes, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Puji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Supriya Mataji, you have some question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I got my answer actually. I was a little bit confused.
Okay, no problem.
But I just wanted to say that I have just read one quote of Srila Prabhupada, which states that I will never die. I will always live in my books. So books are the source of his Vani only. So even if we consider or if we read the books of Prabhupada also, they are the source of instructions and by reading we are serving him. So can that be related over here?
Yes, thank you, Mataji, for adding valuable comment. So we'll move ahead. When we are serving the Guru, and we are serving especially his Vapu, then there are some things we have to take into consideration. So there are some etiquettes has to be followed when we are in the close proximity of a guru or we are serving his vapu. So if we are not following this etiquette, then that is an offense to a guru. So very simple etiquettes are given here. There is a list given. So what are the rules or etiquette we have to follow while serving a guru? So we'll just read a very easy to understand list. One devotee can only read all the things. Very small.
Hare Krishna Guruji. So, behaving appropriately in the presence of the Guru. Rules of etiquette for a disciple for Hari Bhakti Vilas, from Hari Bhakti Vilas. He should fall down like an uprooted tree, Dandavat, on seeing the spiritual master. When Guru approaches, he should face him, and when he leaves, he should follow him. He should not leave the spiritual master's presence without asking permission. He should not utter the spiritual master's name inattentively, but always with respect. He should not imitate the gait activities or voice of the spiritual master. He should always hold the spiritual master's words in great respect. Though he may be punished by the spiritual master, he should not take it unkindly. He should not bear to hear criticism of the spiritual master, the scriptures, or the Lord, but should leave the place immediately. He should not step on the spiritual master's garland, bed, shoes, asan, shadow, or table. He should not spread his leg before the spiritual master, nor should he yawn, laugh, or make disrespectful noises before him. He should not sit on an asan or bed before the spiritual master. He should not worship others in presence to the spiritual master. He should not sit on, okay, he should not give diksha, spiritual explanation, or show.
Not in presence, bro, in preference.
He should not worship others in preference to the spiritual master. Correct. He should not give diksha, scriptural explanation, or show superiority in front of the guru. He should not give orders to the spiritual master, but always obey him. He should not treat the spiritual master with similar respect. He should treat the wife, son, and relatives of the spiritual master as the spiritual master, but he should not clean the body of the son, take his remnants, or wash his feet. Qualifications of a bona fide disciple from Hari Bhakti Vilas, from Pancharatra Pradeepa. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. So very easy to understand. Small activity. When the probability of committing offense arises when, especially when you are serving the vapu of the spiritual master. These chances are there. You may commit these offenses. So we have to take care of these offenses. Otherwise, as all of we know, that offenses are they blocks us in devotional service. So they are very to great extent they block us. And the results of offenses, just now Mataji has asked question. In answer to that, I have discussed that we will not get satisfaction of performance of devotional service. So these are very, and Guru Avadnya is a very serious offense among all types of offenses. This is very serious offense to a Guru, and offenses to devotees. Vaishnava Aprad and Guru Aprad, they are most dangerous apradhas among all the kinds of apradhas, among all kinds of offenses. So we have to take care of especially all the offenses, especially these two offenses. So Jagdish Prabhu, do you have any question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, one explanation I need is one point is there. He should not imitate the gait, activities, or voice of the spiritual master. What it means exactly?
Means sometimes they do mimicry, na? In schools and colleges, you used to make the same kind of sound. Some teacher has a specific sound, although he's a male, but he may we have a sound like a female, and more of there is a general sound of a male and general sound of a female. And then devotees they mimic and they imitate. Means, but that we should not do. Like in schools, boys they mimic, and some teacher has a specific style of walking that is called as gait. And so they imit his walking style, and some as a personality, everybody has some style of doing any activity or whatever Krishna has given them, that kind of voice. They cannot change their voice or what. So they then disciple, they mimic that activity. They imitate that activity in the way spiritual master is doing. That we should avoid. Is it clear, bro?
Yeah, clear, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Oh, yes, Maruti, bro, you have something to ask.
Little bit you can scroll down, Prabhuji. One point was there. I couldn't understand that.
Scroll down.
Yeah, Prabhuji. So, yeah, Prabhuji, this he should not give Diksha scriptural explanations or show superiority in front of Guru. Little bit elaboration on this.
Diksha means we understood, na? Disciple also can give Diksha if he is qualified. That's why the chain of disciplic succession is there. But at that time, we learned one etiquette that if Guru, he should not give Diksha till the time his Diksha Guru is leaving. And when Diksha Guru left the body, then he can give Diksha. That is one. If he is giving Diksha when his Diksha Guru is alive, then that is offense. A scriptural explanation in front of Shiksha Guru, we cannot give and show superiority. Sometimes for preaching purpose, we have to show superiority. But in front of our Guru, we should not show that superiority. Because if we show superiority, then people will be impressed and they will follow us. In front of newcomers, we can show as a service and in a mode of service, but in front of Guru, we should not show.
Yes, yes, sir. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Gajanan, bro.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, here Guru means one clarification short. Guru means Diksha Guru only, no?
Either.
Either also?
Oh. Yes.
So you told that like sometime new boys also will be there, Prabhuji. So that time, how to understand this, Prabhuji? It will be very difficult to follow sometime.
He with his permission we can show.
With their permission, Prabhuji.
They are allowing, na?
हाँ
As a service.
Yes, Prabhuji. And
then
one more.
That is not a yes.
So then that is not the problem, no, Prabhuji.
Yes.
And one more thing, Prabhuji, here nor should we yawn, laugh, or make disrespectful noises before him. So you can explain this one also, Prabhuji.
Simple, no? We should not laugh. Means making purposefully. Not laugh means laugh on him. If he cracks some joke in class, then that is okay. We should not laugh on his activity.
Disrespectfully, Prabhuji. That
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. Thank you.
He has cracked some joke in the class, and then we are not laughing. Then that is offense. Yeah. So we'll move ahead. The next point is then there are some quotations to understand this importance of Vapu Seva and inquiry from the Guru and Vani Seva. So a lot of quotations are there on this. So we'll cover simple quotations. If lesson is clear, then we'll move ahead. Yes, Subhashini Mataji, you can read. Hare Krishna. You can read, Mataji. Subhashini Mataji.
Yes. Guru Vapu Seva personally served the spiritual master by giving him bodily comforts. The words Guru Sushrusaya means that one should personally serve the spiritual master by giving him bodily comforts, having him to be bathing, dressing, sleeping, eating, and so on. This is called Guru Sushruseva. A disciple should serve the spiritual master is a menial servant, and whenever and whatever he has in the possession should be associated to the spiritual master. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.7.30 till 31.
Thank you, Mataji. So as
Thank you, Prabhu.
here it is mentioned that Guru Shushrusaya. So somebody may feel that we are serving the body of a Guru. So where it is mentioned that it is a limb of devotional service. We get mercy by serving the body of a Guru. It is mentioned in this verse. Guru Shushrusaya Bhaktya Sarva Labdhar Panenacha. Then Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Ishvara Radhaninacha. And so there are some list of things it is mentioned. One must accept the bona fide spiritual master and render service unto him with great devotion and faith. So what happened? These are the things how we can perform devotional service with Prahlad Maharaj's instructing to his friends how we can perform devotional service. So according to Prahlad Maharaj, so the serving the body of a Guru. So it is one of the limb of devotional service. So Rupa Goswami also has mentioned in one his list of 64 limbs. So by serving the body of spiritual master, we can perform devotional service. That's why we should serve his body. Second, yes, Gayatri Mataji, you can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. As hard as a thunderbolt and as soft as a rose. An Acharya or great personality of the Vaishnava school is very strict in his principles, but although he is as hard as a thunderbolt, sometimes he is as soft as a rose. Thus actually he is independent. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit Adi Leela 7.55.
Next also you can complete.
Yes, Prabhuji. Shreyastu guruvad vritir nityam eva samacharet guru putreshu dareshu guroschaiva swabandhushu. To the spiritual master's children, wife and relatives, the disciple should offer the same kind of respectful treatment he offers to the spiritual master himself. Qualifications of a bona fide disciple from Hari Bhakta Vilasa. First Vilasa, text 84 from Pancharatra Pradipa. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. So that first 2 points are mentioned in this quotation. The first thing is that spiritual master is independent. Independent in the sense he has some which there are many things which cover in the devotional service. In that he has free will to choose. Like we have free will to choose the prasadam item. And Guru is independent means he will not eat something which is not offered to Krishna. which is not prasad. But in prasadam only he has some free will to choose. In that way, he is independent. This is the meaning we have to take. Otherwise, the guru is doing some wrong thing and we will tolerate that. So that is not the meaning here. So he is independent in the our limited, like a bull is tied in to the rope. So he has some independence till the time that rope allows him to move. The bull can move. So similarly, Guru follows the principles of scriptures and all the regulations strictly. If he's not following that, then he's a fallen Guru. And we can sense what are the rules in cases in which he is a fallen. That will be the next topic of next lesson, and we'll learn. And after this quotation, we'll learn that lesson. Thank you. Then another point mentioned here is that like there is one offense that we should respect his family members, and also on the same level, and as we are respecting him, we can treat them with respect. But some things we avoid, like we cannot honor their Mahaprasad. We can honor Guru's Mahaprasad, but not their family members' Mahaprasad. So some limited kind of respect we can give. Next quotation. Yes, Neha Mataji, you can read.
Yes. Family members of the spiritual master consider him an ordinary human being. If someone considers the Supreme Personality, Krishna, or Lord Ramachandra to be an ordinary human being, this does not mean that the Lord becomes an ordinary human being. Similarly, if the family members of the spiritual master, who is the bona fide representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, consider the spiritual master an ordinary human being, this does not mean that he becomes an ordinary human being. The spiritual master is as good as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and therefore, one who is very serious about spiritual advancement must regard the spiritual master in this way. Even a slight deviation from this understanding can create disaster in the disciples' Vedic studies and austerities. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.15.27.
Thank you, Mataji. This point already we have discussed this point, and in the beginning only, that although spiritual master is a Jiva Tattva, he has a special position because he is also able to deliver us by his instruction. Next, Renuka Mataji. Your voice is little lower, Mataji. You can come closer to mic. No, it's audible but very low. Okay. Thank you.
Masters, God brothers, Sri Advaita Prabhu and Ishwara Puri, Lord Chaitanya's spiritual master, were both disciplines of Madhavendra Puri, one who was also a spiritual master of Nityananda Prabhu. Thus, Advaita Prabhu, as Lord Chaitanya's spiritual uncle, was always to be respected because one should respect one's spiritual masters called brothers, as one respects one's spiritual master. Sri Chaitanya Chandamrit, Adi 5.147.
Thank you, Mataji. So, who is the God brother of our spiritual master? We also have to give him same respect as we give to spiritual master. Very easy lesson. Thank you. And next, Chaitanya Prabhu.
It is the characteristic of a devotee to observe and protect the Vaishnava etiquette. My dear Sanatana, although you are the deliverer of the entire universe, and although even the demigods and great saints are purified by touching you, it is the characteristic of a devotee to observe and protect the Vaishnava etiquette. Maintenance of the Vaishnava etiquette is the ornament of a devotee. If one transgresses the laws of etiquette, people make fun of him, and thus he is vanquished in both his words and the next. in this world and the next. By observing the etiquette, you have satisfied my mind. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Leela, chapter 4, 129 to 133. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatan Goswami.
Thank you, Prabhu. So now we may have some confusion. And okay, by serving Guru, I will advance. And that's why I should serve his body, his instruction. But why should I follow the etiquettes? Yeah. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has told, while serving, while doing any activity, and so there are some etiquettes while performing that activity that we should follow. So similarly, doing the activity of service of Vapu Seva, there are some etiquette that we need to follow. So for every activity, there are some etiquette. So like beginning of this course also, and we discuss some classroom etiquette. So that we need to follow, and we will raise hand while giving our contribution, and one devotee will give contribution. That was the etiquette we we are following, and we studied in the beginning. So similarly, for every activity there are etiquette. That's why while serving the Guru, we have to follow the etiquette. Kiran Mataji. Your voice is not coming. You are speaking. Not audible. Some network problems. My voice is coming. I am able to see your video. Audio is not coming. Okay, man. If some problem is there, somebody is. Deepak Prabhu, you can read. You have raised hand. No problem, no problem. Tulsi Mataji, you can read.
Yeah, Prabhuji. This not be done in challenging spirit. Those who listen to the Bhagavatam may put questions to the speaker in order to elicit the clear meaning, but this should not be done in challenging spirit. One must submit questions with a great regard or for the speaker and the subject matter. This is also the way recommended in Bhagavad Gita. One must learn the transcendental subjects by submissive rural reception and from the right sources. Therefore, these sages address the speakers, Sutta Goswami, with the great respect. SB 1.5. 1.5.
Thank you, Mataji. So now we learned that there are three things which we can do to Guru by we can get transcendental knowledge. So what are these three things? One is Pranipat, Pariprashna, and Seva. These three things we learned in previous quotation. Then here, while doing Pariprashna, we have to consider Pranipat also. In a mode of humility, we can inquire. It is allowed to inquire, and also it is mentioned that not to challenge. Our mood should not be in a challenging mood. At how much the Guru knows, that should not be our mood. So, what should be our mood? So, we want to inquire the truth. We want to inquire about the subject, and that can be our mood. We want to know what is really happening and what is the truth there. And what Guru has spoken, that I have not understood. In that case, we can ask question. Something which we have not understood or something which we want to know. Now that should be our mood. So in that mode, we can ask the inquiry. Next is yes, Deepak Prabhu. In between, I think his connection is going. Yes, Neha Mataji, Neha Gaikwad Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna Guruji Dhanapranam. Inquiries one make should strictly pertain to transcendental science. One must be jigyasu, very much inquisitive to learn from the bona fide spiritual master. The inquiries one makes should strictly pertain to transcendental science. Jigyasu Shreya Uttamam. The word Uttamam refers to that which is above material knowledge. Tama means the darkness of this material world, and Ut means transcendental. Generally, people are very interested in inquiry about the mundane subject matters, but when one has lost such interest and is simply interested in transcendental subject matters, he is quite fit for being initiated. Upadeshamrit, verse 5. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So, very simple quotation that uh, when we are asking question, right, they are regarding to the subject matter. Right? Out of subject, we should not ask. The next is now the subject is changing. Importance of Guru Vani Seva. Yes, who can read this? Deepak Prabhu, you can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes.
Vani, importance of Guru Vani Seva. Vani continues to exist eternally. Although according to material vision, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada passed away from his material world on the last day of December 1936. I still consider His Divine Grace to be always present with me by His Vani, His words. There are two ways of association by Vani and by Vapu. Vani means words and Vapu means physical presence. Physical presence is sometimes appreciable and sometimes not. But Vani continues to exist eternally. Therefore, we must take advantage of the Vani, not the physical presence. The Bhagavad Gita, for example, is the Vani of Lord Krishna. Although Krishna was personally present 5,000 years ago and is no longer physically present from the materialistic point of view, the Bhagavad Gita continues. Chaitanya Charitamrit, Antya Leela, concluding words. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. So this point we have already covered, that Vani continues eternally even after the Guru leaving the body. And next quotation is also regarding the same topic. Somebody can just read. Yes, Akshay Prabhu can read.
More important than Vapu. To carry out the teachings of Guru is more important than to worship the form, but none of them should be neglected. Form is called Vapu and teaching is called Vani. Both should be worshipped. Vani is more important than Vapu. Letter to Pushta Krishna, Ahmedabad, 14 December 1972.
Thank you, bro. So one important thing mentioned in this quotation is both of them are important. We discussed that both of them are on the same level. So which one is available for us? According to that, we can perform that link. Yes, Purva Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The bug who is sitting on the lap of the king. So far, personal association with the Guru is concerned, I was only with my Guru Maharaj 4 or 5 times, but I have never left his association, not even for a moment. Because I am following his instructions, I have never felt any separation. There are some of my god brothers here in India who had constant personal association with Guru Maharaj, but who are neglecting his orders. This is just like the bug who is sitting on the lap of the king. He may be very puffed up by his position, but all he can succeed is biting the king. Personal association is not so important as association through service. Letter to Satadhanya, Calcutta, 20 February 1972.
Thank you, Mataji. So what this quotation is teaching us is that we may be in a close proximity of the Guru, but if we are not following the etiquette, then it is harmful. And also, we are serving his Vapu, but what he wants, if at that time, if his desire that we should follow his instruction, then we should leave that service to Vapu and follow his instruction, his Vani. So these two things we learn here. We should follow the etiquette, and when we are serving the Guru, at that time we should hear his instructions also. And according to that we serve. Not that we continue serving his Vapu only. That is also good. But if he expects from us, then we should serve the instruction, or otherwise we can have clarification that I have these and these problems, and so I cannot serve these instructions, but I can serve Vapu. We can clarify, or either we should follow. That we can do. That we learn from this quotation. Yes, Swati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. If you kindly try to fulfill my mission, that will be our constant association. So far I am concerned, I do not factually feel any separation from my spiritual master because I am trying to serve him according to his desire. That should be the motto. If you kindly try to fulfill my mission for which you have been sent there, that will be our constant association. Letter to Hamsa Datta, Los Angeles, 22 June 1970. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So, what Prabhupada is telling is that here, whatever a spiritual master has told, and serving his instruction is important. And that we can do. Otherwise, he is asking for water and we are giving milk, and that should not happen. Next, Gayatri Mataji, you can read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The feelings of separation will transform into transcendental bliss. Please be happy in separation. I am separated from my Guru Maharaj since 1936, but I am always with him so long I work according to his direction. So we should all work together for satisfying Lord Krishna, and in that way the feelings of separation will transform into transcendental bliss. Letter to Uddhava, Boston, 3rd May 1968. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. So what we are learning here is that even though we are not in a close proximity of our Guru, then we can have association of him by following his instructions. Now all we have completed the quotations and we have completed this lesson also. So there is time for a break. So we will meet at 5:20 and then we'll take a 15 minutes break and then we'll continue our discussion.